We're looking at question 3D from the National 5 2015 physics paper. It's quite a long question, so let's just take our time. A technician replaces the steel sample with a brass sample. As you will be aware, most of this question was talking about a steel sample, looking for imperfections in the steel using ultrasound. The brass sample has the same thickness as the steel sample at position X. The technician transmits pulses of ultrasound into the brass at position P as shown. And then down below it says the time taken for the ultrasound pulse being transmitted received at position P is greater than the time recorded at position X in the steel sample. State whether the speed is less than the speed of ultrasound in brass is less, equal to, or greater than the speed of ultrasound in steel. So we're not told the speed of the ultrasound in brass, but what this question alludes to is that the speed of sound waves differs depending upon what medium it travels through. And we know that, of course, sound travels much slower in air than it does in solids. So the question is the brass, has it got the same speed for ultrasound as steel does? Well, it says that the time taken for the ultrasound to be transmitted and received at position P is greater than in the steel. So if it's greater, that means it's taken a longer time to travel here and back again. It's the same thickness as for the steel. So if it takes a longer time, that must mean it's not traveling as fast. That's the simple answer to our question. And the reason is because it's the same thickness, it takes longer to travel. And so it's traveling at a slower speed. So let's write in our answer down here. So the first thing to say is that the speed of ultrasound in brass is less than in steel, and the reason for that is that it takes a longer time for the ultrasound to travel in the brass sample for the same thickness. Okay, so I'll move that over so it actually fits in, and that's our answer. Just one thing to bear in mind here, we did say it takes a longer time, and that's important. But had you just said it takes a longer time, but didn't link that to the thickness, you wouldn't have got the mark. It's important to explain that the reason it takes a longer time is because it's traveling slower in the brass, despite having the same thickness.